Good morning. This morning I'm going to talk about car hire in the United States and a few tips. Right, the first thing is a convertible, forget it. Especially if you're in Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, Utah, Nevada, Arizona. It is just so hot. It might look wonderful seeing Cary Grant with a lovely looking young lady or Elvis Presley, but bear in mind the movies are very different to real life. It's windy, it's dusty, very often it's over 100 degrees, you're stuck in traffic, you are going to hate it. I've even known people in Florida hire convertibles and have taken them straight back. Now you may think, well, I can put the roof up. Yes you can, but you paid an awful lot of money for your car. The second thing that you do not need to consider is gas mileage. This is just a rough figure. So if your car's doing 25 cost price, it's equivalent to 50 miles per gallon in the UK. Just a rough figure, but it'll give you an idea because gas is half price. Right, the next thing is, if you're doing a road trip, it's a mistake to skimp on your car. Remember, you are spending more time in your car, and there is probably a good chance you're going to do more miles on a road trip of America than you would at home all year. So that's what you've got to bear in mind. The next thing is, if you hire directly from the hire companies rather than rentalcars.com, they will look after you more. On the large trucks, there are no deals to be had. They are in demand. Tahoes, Suburbans, they are an in-demand car. There's no haggling. I suggest in the UK you organise your car before you get here. The next thing is what size of car, depending on how many of you there are. Now we've got a Suburban here and it's for several reasons. One, it's quiet, or a Yukon XL is what we have. One, it's quiet. Two, you see here, we've got all our cases, well in fact we've got another case, all piled in the back, and we can move them around. So for argument's sake, remember it could be windy and dusty, we can move the cases around. Simple as, we haven't got to take them out the car. So you sit here, go in the case, you haven't got to take it out the car. It's simple. If you've got a situation with a car where everything's piled high, it's hassle. Now, so if you've got 4 people and you're in a small car, with 4 big cases, your hand baggage, your shopping, you're not going to get it in, you're going to struggle. And bear in mind that when you're in the desert, you're going to need a lot of water. The water you buy from gas stations, you buy between about 20 and 40 bottles, I believe. You're going to need space for your water. Simply because you'll be driving along roads with next to nobody around. So if you break down, you're going to need water, and trust me, you will die if you dehydrate. It's not like the UK where there's water stops and gas stops everywhere. When you're driving in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, you can drive for miles without seeing anybody. When you hire a car, it will give you the options for roadside assistance insurance. It's worth having, trust me. We've had 3 punctures in America and it's been fantastic. It's worth paying for. Don't skimp on it. In the middle of nowhere, what are you going to do? You're going to have a problem. Now, another suggestion, while it's not realistically necessary for all, is to have a phone with satellite. iPhone 14, they have a satellite connection, so if you're anywhere where there are no mobile phone signals, you can still call for help and they will send somebody to change your tyre or pick up your car. However, we've been to America loads of times without it and have never needed it and have never had a problem with a mobile phone signal no matter where we've been. What you also have to think of is the amount of luggage you have if there's 2 of you. A Dodge Challenger, a Camaro, sports coupes are lovely, lovely cars. And yes, they're a lot more practical than convertibles, but what are you doing here? If you're in an SUV, you can see a lot more. is many times you'll drive along the road and you'll see above the walls or the hedgerows and you'll see something that you may want to see. If you're in a low slung coupe, don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous cars and they are fast. However, it depends what you're here for. If you're here to sightsee, you're not going to worry too much about being low to the ground. It all depends on what your needs are and what you wish to do. Another thought is, what are you going to look at? If you're going to ghost towns or places that are out the way, that's why we have a 4x4. If you've got a low slung car, there's places you may wish to go to that car will not go to. Now, fortunately, in America, where you've got these sites, very often is a tarmac road up to the top, like Zabriskie Point. This tarmac there is a car park, you walk up a tarmac road. However, very often there are places that are not tarmacked. However, like we went to see where the town was for the Outlaw Josie Wales. That was across dirt tracks. It's not always easy in a car, and that's the reason we have a 4x4, but again it depends on what you're doing. Anyway, you've had a few car hire tips from me for driving in the USA, and I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you.